What's up, guys? It's your boy Fight Yap. Today we're gonna talk about Usyk versus Dubois, the fight that's taking place the day after tomorrow at the point of this recording. Now, before we get into who's gonna win and who's not gonna win, I just wanna, put this out there, despite it practically not being relevant. But I personally believe that Dubois does not deserve the opportunity to fight Usyk. I know, yes, technically he just came off a win against Anthony Joshua, who was a former two-time heavyweight champ of the world, which was a pretty good win on his resume, and that's a great win, right? I'm not gonna take it away from him or anything like that, but he just came off pulling out of a title eliminator. Him versus Parker was supposed to be for the title. Whoever won that fight was supposed to fight for the title, and I just find it ridiculous that Dubois can pull out of the fight and still get the opportunity with Usyk either way. I personally believe that this may have been some kind of play on their part because it just seems so coincidental, just bizarre. Like, is it not weird that Dubois gets the opportunity to fight Usyk just straight after pulling out of a fight? Pretty strange, but either way, I believe Parker should be the one fighting Usyk. But that aside, let's just get straight into who is going to win on the day of the fight. I believe Dubois practically has no chance of beating Usyk. Usyk has, again, people are going to say, oh, Dubois has power, but Usyk's been cracked by Joshua. He has never been like Joshua was never able to take advantage of any moment that he actually was able to hurt him in the fight, if he was even hurt, because in those moments, he could have just been resetting. That's how good Usyk is. I mean, yeah, Usyk has a solid chin on him. He's like at heavyweight, surprisingly, prior to him, actually having a fight at heavyweight, people were saying, oh, everyone's too big for him and all this stuff. And he went in there and he completely demolished, the best of the best, considering, the division so far, like guys like Fury, guys like Joshua, And going into this fight with Dubois, honestly, again, I don't think he has any chance. There's not much he can do. Even if he hurts Usyk, again, Usyk is really good at composing himself, and he's really good at taking back control of the fight. It's just unmatched at the division right now. I don't think anyone has that same level of composure that Usyk has. And even then, people are going to use the classic, oh, go to the body, Dubois, Usyk doesn't like body shots and all that kind of stuff. But it's again, Usyk's composure is just it's the best in the division. No one's has been able to capitalize on him being hurt yet. And even if they were to, Usyk's defense is just, and his footwork is just immaculate. Dubois going into this fight, the one thing I can say he's improved on is his fighting on the back foot. In his fight with AJ, when he got rocked just before the last knockdown that stopped the fight, he was able to stop AJ while on the back foot, and that's pretty hard to do considering that he was wobbled. So I can say that he's improved on that, and that's what's going to lead me to make the prediction that Usyk is going to win by decision, because I can say for sure, and I am going to give Dubois credit, that he probably has, gained a lot more determination and will, and can fight more like a wounded gazelle, which is a good thing in boxing. If you can fight more fiercely while on the back foot and while you're hurt, you're going to get guys off you to some degree in the case of guys like Dubois. But ultimately, it's still not enough against a guy like Usyk, who, no matter how tired he is, even if he even gets tired, no matter how hurt he is, he can still come back. He can still keep fighting, and he can still, box just like it's the first round going into the 12th. So ultimately, I believe that, Dubois practically has no chance of beating Usyk. I mean, I may eat my own words. I'm not gonna sit here and try and shit on Dubois. I'm not a Dubois hater. I just personally believe that there's just genuinely no chance that Dubois has winning this fight. There is no one else in the heavyweight division that has the same boxing IQ, same footwork, same ring IQ, same composure that Usyk has. It's really tough to prepare for a guy like him. So Usyk going into this fight, again, it's just, I feel like it's going to be another walk in the park, and I think he's going to take it by decision, just because Dubois, I think, has, improved his durability and has improved his, ability to remain composed despite being hurt. So I don't think he's going to get stopped by a jab, or, maybe he will, maybe he won't, who knows? I may be chatting shit. I mean, Usyk, who knows? He could come out and KO him in the first 3 rounds, who knows? I mean, you never know. So yeah, honestly, I believe Usyk is going to take this fight by decision.